Shalom, and welcome back to Bnei Noach Academy, Thoughts on Life. Please remember to hit the like button, to subscribe, and most importantly, to share this insight and inspiration with friends and family. So this is a question that I've been asked many times, and I'm sure that you've thought of this question in one way or another. What really is the Torah view on war, on jihad, on imposing one's ways on another? Well, let's just start that when one opens up the Torah, you look in the Bible, it appears, or it would seem, as if the Torah is somewhat oppressive, at least in the case of conquering the land, which we know of as Eretz Yisrael, the land of Israel. There were inhabitants in that land for many generations. And yet God instructed his people to go in there and take over the land and eradicate any whatsoever remnant of idolatry. Some might even argue, well, that sounds so similar to, so reminiscent of jihad. Absolutely not. First of all, let's understand that historically, this land actually belonged to Shem, that is the son of Noach, who was the ancestor of Abraham. It is Shem that was allotted this area, this territory, this geographical area. It is actually the Cannanite who are the descendants of Ham, the middle son of Noach, the one that was cursed by Noach, who actually took the land away from the descendants of Shem. In fact, if you look in Genesis chapter 12, verse 6, it says the Canaanite was then in the land, implying that only then they were in the land. It wasn't truthfully and rightfully theirs. And we have spoken about this already, where at the time, since they were the possessors of the land, Abraham felt that he could not steal from them and could not allow his sheep to graze freely on their lands. But in any case, they took the land away from the descendants of Shem. So at the end of time, at the end of the day, when God instructs the descendants of Shem, albeit not all of the descendants, but particularly the Jewish people, the direct descendants of Abraham was a direct descendant of Shem, to come and reconquer that land, that's not jihad. That's not trying to take away something from other people. It's sad that some of these people most probably at that point already were unaware of the fact that it didn't rightfully belong to them. But the truth is the truth, whether people are aware of it or not. Now let's take a step further about the religious war or the religious aspect of the war. Correct. God did instruct them that in this territory, notice that I said this geographical territory of the land of Israel, they have to eradicate, make the effort to exterminate every type of idolatry. That's true, because this is the Holy Land, and they need to cleanse it from it. However, at the same time, this was not with the purpose or for the purpose of hurting, maiming, killing even the idolaters. In fact, even though they were meant to take over the land and, like I said, eradicate all of the idolatry, yet God instructed them that when they put siege on this land, only from 3 sides, and you leave one side open. Anybody that wants to evacuate, anybody that wants to leave, not put up resistance, not put up a fight, are welcome to do so. In fact, it says, V'karata aleha lishalom, that when you come close to a city, when you come close to war, you should first call out in peace. That is the Torah way, that is the Jewish way. And in fact, anybody who wanted to leave was free to go. It is those that made the decision to resist, to put up a fight, to put up a war. Now there is what the Torah says. It's obvious that they have no intention of giving up this land, giving it back, returning it. And moreover, they have no intention of leaving the crooked, terrible, wicked ways of idolatry. And therefore, since they're putting up resistance, since they're putting up a fight, they want to go to war, that's when you have to wage war against them. But it's not a virtue to just kill others, to maim others, or to hurt others. And even when the Torah says that it's only and exclusively in that circumstance. Now another point. And the Torah alludes to this many times, so I'm not going to give any reference because you can find it in many places. Yes, there was a concept, and it existed, and very harmoniously, that there were many or a considerable number of non-Jews that lived in Israel. In other words, not everybody was chased out. Not everybody was given the ultimatum, either you leave or you get killed. On the contrary, there is a concept of a ger toshav. Literally, it's almost like saying an alien resident. You are welcome to live in Israel. No, there is no need for you to convert to Judaism. In fact, Judaism discourages conversion to Judaism. Absolutely. But there's one condition. You need to live by the 7 Noach laws. And then you're perfectly welcome to live in Israel. Not only are you welcome to live in Israel, but how many times does God say, and you should help see to it that the foreigner has their needs? Who's this foreigner? When God says your brethren, that is direct connection to you, your fellow Jews. Who is the foreigner? That is the ger toshav, the quote, alien resident. Or literally translated, ger is a foreigner, toshav means a dweller. So no, war, jihad, any of that stuff is not a Torah virtue. When you need to engage to it, yes, there are circumstances in which the Torah not only encourages us, but tells us to do so. We must do it, but only under certain guidelines and only when it's absolutely necessary. This is not something that we elect to do, and certainly not with the intention of converting the entire region, let alone the world, to our beliefs or to become us. No, as long as they're connected to God, even if it's in their way, as long as it's not outright idolatry, not only is it okay, but they're welcome to be in Israel, and moreover, we're encouraged to support them and see to it that they have their needs.